leads me to my spiritual awakening journey, part 2. God will allow certain things to happen in your life just to see how you're going to react to the circumstance. God will always give you an option. He will always give you an exit door. So although I had all these different types of married men and situations I'm getting ready to talk about come at me, I still chose to walk away. I still chose myself every single time because I said, you know what? I am putting my foot down again and I'm refusing to go down that path. I'm going to be the one to break this spiritual stronghold, wherever it may be, because it definitely is apparent and I see it. But again, God will allow things to happen to not only benefit you, but to test you to see if you're truly ready for the blessing. So if I need to go through all these different men and reject them so that I can find true love, I was absolutely 100% willing to do that. Some of my family members, they see things on a surface level. My immediate family, they automatically come at me and they're like, you're too strict, you're too high maintenance, you're too blah, blah. I'm like, you guys don't understand. This is a spiritual shift. You know, I'm not in control of my love life. No matter how many spiritual baths I took, prayers, all this stuff, I was like, you know what? I was like, nothing's gonna work. You just have to go through it. For 10 years, I attracted nothing but men in third-party relationships. I'm talking about men who are married, men who had girlfriends, men who were still living with their girlfriends, baby mamas, whatever the situation was be. Again, it was always very much something. And sometimes they would be honest, sometimes they wouldn't. But either way, I would still end up finding out. So it's, hey, I like you, but, or I want to move in with you, but, or this and but. It was always, again, very much something. But I'm talking about this because I know that this chapter of my life is over for me, and I'm going to explain to you how I know again. And I'm only talking about these guys in particular because these are the men who actually broke my heart. I can laugh about it now, it's so funny, but these are the men who broke my heart. They served their purpose in my life. You know, that was their job, that was their lesson for me to come in, cause some type of destruction or whatever, and I learned my lesson and move on. So I'm talking about them in particular because, again, they have shaped me into who I am, and I learned my lesson from dealing with them. These relationships were necessary. It was necessary for them to do this because I am reaping my rewards for them being foolish and disobedient to God. Because what they considered to be the right choice was the wrong choice for them, but the right choice for me. I'm not being caught up in no third party bullshit. I'm approaching 30. I don't have any kids. I don't have a husband or anything like that. And again, looking on the surface level, family members, they start coming at you like it's something wrong with you. I worked so hard, so I refuse to settle until the right person comes along. I need to feel that spiritual yokage. I don't know if that's a word, but I need to feel that. I need to have that spiritual divine connection going on. And they need to reciprocate the same. I'm not the type of person to be like, oh my gosh, I'm so lonely, I need to go out and find somebody. No, that's not me. I'll just continue to sit here and mind my business and enjoy my life until the right person comes along. I'm not the type of person to just date because I'm bored or to go out and have sex with somebody because I'm horny or bored. Like, it's not worth it to me and it doesn't do anything for me. I'm not going to be fulfilled from that transaction. So after that situation that I got into with the F-boy in my spiritual awakening journey, part 1, and I ended up finding out about the relationship he was in, I had to heal, obviously. I went out one night with my family, with my parents. I know, so random, that tells a lot because I was not fucking with nobody at this time. I was like, everybody leave me alone. I went out with my parents to the club, and I just into a friend of mine I was dating, but they didn't like him. I love you. But after they left, I was in the club by myself, and as soon as they left, it was like a bunch of guys that came over to me, they were crowding around me, they were trying to talk to me, and I was like, And one of them, he was more so of a gentleman. He was like, hey, I just moved into town, my name was blah, blah, blah. I didn't find him attractive. I did not find him attractive, and he didn't find me attractive either. But he was like, my friend told me to come over to you. And we chatted for a little bit. And I noticed on his phone that he had a kid, and I was on my rules. I was like, I'm not dating no guys with kids. I don't want the drama. I don't like it. but I broke my rule. That was another lesson. Let's start dating outside your type, Maya. That's what I told myself. So me and the guy, we started talking for a little bit, and of course, what happens? He tells me his situation.